Oh, shit.
How did Mortimer manage to build his manor at the top of a rocky outcrop?
Using gold elixir to remove negative altercations. Alteration, I'm not the one for that.
Impressive.
Ah, my son. I was looking for you.
What can I do for you, Your Eminence?
I wanted to ask you. You are the son of Sara de Ricci, aren't you? You see, your mother and I were supposed to meet here on this very spot. I was supposed to hand her a very important envelope. But I haven't seen her.
If only Mother had told me
God,
why she was
thanks.
coming here. Anyway, I ought to take the envelope. It might have something to do with her disappearance. Listen, if it will help, you can always give it to me.
Confrontation. During a confrontation, you have to go through several steps while being as persuasive as possible. Confrontations have consequences on the rest of the story, so don't hesitate to use your skills. Each confrontation displays an interface, showing how much the person you are talking is convinced. Okay, see this.
Thank you, my son. I'll bear that in mind. I'd rather deal with her directly. Don't take it personally. Would you happen to know if your mother has arrived yet?
Never mind, give me the yes.
Certainly, Your Eminence. Mother got here some time ago. I was hoping to find her when I arrived, but given the hour, she must be asleep by now.
Right. I shall see her tomorrow.
By the way, Your Eminence, I wasn't aware you knew my mother.
Ah, if you only knew, my son. I hold your mother in the highest regard. She has rendered great service to the church, and her help is invaluable. I hope that you will follow in her footsteps.
If only she had told me where she was headed.
Nonetheless, our exchanges have always been discreet, and I should like them to remain as such. If your mother wishes to speak to you about us one day, I will not mind if she does so.
That is very commendable.
Okay, so she
But since we work together on
my
a daily
mom.
basis, it's
my
surely
mom,
just
okay.
an oversight.
Most certainly. You said you work together. What do you do exactly?
Professional secret. Your golden honor.
If you know my mother, you will understand that I cannot answer you, Your Eminence. I'm sorry, but
Do not worry, son. I perfectly understand, and I expected nothing less from you. Discretion and secrecy are both pillars of the organizations for which we work. You are the worthy son of Sarah.
all the same, it bothers me to see you in a quandary, Your Eminence. Is there any other solution? Look, if it's of any help, you can always leave your envelope with me, and I'll give it to her as soon as I see her.
I hesitate. Up till now, we have always dealt with her in person, and that has always been successful. Do you think I should give it to you?
I don't want to. I guess I'll give it to her if I find her. You can count on me.
Only you know that, Your Eminence. If you're asking me if you can trust me, or if I can keep a secret, I would answer yes, absolutely.
I understand.
In truth, it all depends on the nature of the contents of your letter.
It is a list of names.
This list must be of extreme importance.
If only you knew. It's a list of people that your mother must help. Listen to me, my child. If I give you the letter, can you promise me before God that no one other than your mother will read it?
You must convince the person you're talking to by giving a positive answer. If you give a bad answer, the step will repeat itself until either you give a right one or you have no blunders left. Okay. Okay, no worries. Thank you.
I swear by the Almighty
said I don't
God
believe in this
to honor
book.
the promise that no one but my mother shall cast her gaze upon your letter.
Good. Listen, let's stop there. I'm going to tell you a secret, Monsieur Lelouch. Your mother and I are organizing the escape of a large number of French priests who face a massacre organized by the accursed Republican tribunals. The church is literally being bled like a beast. Without your mother, hundreds of men of the cloth would have gone to the guillotine. She has made the services of your
You niggas should go to the
available
guillotine.
to us by organizing the priests' safe passage across the borders.
You priests
Even
is
if she doesn't
untrustworthy
share
as shit,
all her
fam.
convictions, she always provided assistance. Young man, you can be proud to be her son. Be it only for her sake. Always respect your name. Here, the letter I spoke of. It includes a list of about 15 names ready for departure. Be quick. Remember to tell Sarah when you see her. Time is short.
Well played. I'll decide later when I'm alone whether to look at what it contains.
Hidden elements. Many clues and items are hidden. Some of them will have an impact on your adventure, so do not hesitate to look for them. Hidden elements. Okay.
Lord Mortimer certainly has a taste for staging rooms.
You want problems, you call me one problems.
Saturn devouring his son. Good God, how awful. Everything in this painting is disturbing. It's the first time I've seen brushstrokes like this.
Weird.
Crucifixion of St. Peter. He was crucified upside down, out of humility. Surprising for an entrance hall.
I'm gonna check everything on the ground floor real quick.
I thought my
All
chimney
the
was big,
all the
but this
fucker.
one is beyond belief.
It's the least one can say. I've been longing for a warm fire. for
Shit, I
ages.
accidentally went back, man.
Since I set foot
Ah.
on the island, I haven't ventured more than
Look.
2 yards away from it.
Have you also just
I
arrived?
didn't even know this is a
Oh,
mission.
late morning, I'd say.
Louis, come join us. Monsieur, may I introduce you to Monseigneur His Eminence Cardinal Piaggi? He joins us straight from Rome.
Oh, just call me Your Eminence. It's simple.
George Washington, President of the United States of America.
Delighted at last to make your acquaintance, Mr. President.
Pleased to meet you, Mr. President. Louis Moras de Richet. It is an honor to meet you.
Young man, let's keep it simple, please. Let us forget our fancy titles. Nice to meet you, Louis.
I should imagine you never thought you'd be in such company.
I must admit that I didn't. It's the first time that I've ever met so many illustrious personalities.
And you haven't seen anything yet. Generally, when Lord Mortimer organizes one of his receptions, there are over a dozen people here.
They can't all be here yet. And you'll see, most of the time there's only the upper crust.
And I noticed you were already getting to know His Eminence at the entrance. It's the perfect place to build up a network. What were you talking about, if you forgive my indiscretion?
My mother. But,
Oh, nothing special. His Eminence had an envelope to give to my mother, initially.
Because your mother was supposed to join us.
That's right. She arrived a few weeks ago.
Several weeks at Lord Mortimer's. She must be a special guest.
Oh, pity. No scrumptious gossip or juicy tidbits, unmentionable secrets, or even money matters. But you'll see, it will come. Despite all the goodwill in the world, you can't stop people scheming left and right around here.
Speak for yourself,
Might
sir.
be you.
Well, my friends, do any of you know the reason why we're here this time?
Not in the slightest.
I don't trust not
Me?
one nigga in
I'm
here
invited
yet,
by
fam.
Sir Holm, a close friend of Lord Mortimer, but I do not know the reason why.
You see, lady,
Look at that,
if
it's
a
the
Lord
Freemason.
Mortimer organises a
That's
reception,
Freemason,
he
fam.
always
You don't
finds a
see his
moment to
shit.
sit up and chat with all the
Bro,
guests.
During which time
this is
we
on the
will make
money game, bro.
Accompanied by gallons
These are
of
the top
absinthe and
elites. This is what
cussing.
they gonna
I'll
fucking do,
leave you to
fam.
imagine
You might
the
gonna need
result.
some weird ass shit
So,
in this game,
if
I
I
can tell.
understand rightly, Monsieur
At least you got the
Derviche,
Freemason symbol
you've
on your
come out
shit.
here to join your mother. For what reason, exactly?
Just gone missing. Invent something,
Like you,
bro.
Mr. President, I'm here as a result of Lord
I don't
Mortimer's
trust you.
invitation.
You're a Freemason.
Two members of the same family here. That is rare.
You know what they say. You can pick your nose, but you can't pick your family.
Ha 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 ha. Fuck you.
Seriously, though, I know your mother well. Stay behind with me afterwards, and we'll take a moment to speak about her.
Forget about nigga. Fuck you. What's this?
Good Lord. Washington is wearing the emblem of the Grand Master of the Golden Order. It's the highest distinction of the order in the United States. It puts him on par with my mother. He must really know his stuff when it comes to the occult.
Good evening, my friends.
Holy shit. That's the man from my vision.
An urgent case has delayed our host, Lord Mortimer. He can't be present this evening.
Look at all
and he
these
sends
bloodsuckers,
his
man.
deepest apology.
He's asking me here and he
Ew.
hasn't even turned up? Great start.
Say
And now,
nothing.
my dear guests, a light meal is served in the small salon. For those who would like to, you're invited to follow me into the next room.
My dear fellow, you must have read my thoughts. I shall follow.
We'll have to be careful not to make too much noise. One of Lord Mortimer's guests is relaxed.
Oh, we shall be quiet.
Don't take it the wrong way, Sir Holm, but I have already eaten. Thus, I shall be happy to remain by the fireside.
If you don't mind, Gregory, I should like to keep Mr. Washington company.
Please feel at home. And you, sir?
If I stay with Washington, we'll be able to speak about my mother. But on the other hand, I'd like to learn more about this home. I saw in my vision.
I'm gonna have to go. I need to
My
find
vision
shit.
is more important. Let's follow home. I'll follow you, sir. Mr. Washington, I hope to speak with you at greater length on another occasion. Emily, please excuse me, but I would like to speak to Sir Holm. I shall see you later.
You want problems? I will let them problems.
My friend,
always
I hope
have.
our dear Giovanni is well.
The troubles in France fatigued him, but he will recover slowly.
What's that? What's
Do not
that?
fear.
What is that? That freaking
apologize
vampire. That
for
look like a whole
pain.
vampire, bro.
The voyage was too much for him.
And right he was too. The mildness of the Mediterranean. Eh? Come, sit down and have something to eat, my friend. You look rather pale.
You coming from you?
Excuse me, sir. I have been neglecting my duty. I haven't introduced myself. Sir Gregory Holm, an old friend of Lord Mortimer's.
A real pleasure, sir.
Not of me.
You who must be well used to the court of France. How do you find this peaceful little haven?
Charming
no
if
haven.
I hadn't come here for disturbing reasons.
Yes, I heard the news. What
What's
a
the story?
Indeed. I wanted to ask you. You seem to know my mother well. Is that true?
Who does not know of her, sir? She has such a wide circle that everyone knows your mother from a distance or closer.
I don't wanna. I don't trust my mom no more.
But you only know her
My
by her
mom's fucking with
reputation.
these niggas. I don't
I
trust her.
remember she once worked for the Crown of England and that she always honors her engagements. However,
trust my
she's never
mother.
been personally introduced. Sadly.
Well, if I'm to believe my vision, you're not going to get along with her. Thank you for your answer, Sir Holm. But I beg your pardon. I get the impression I know you. Have we met? Except in my dreams, of course.
Not that I remember young. Perhaps you were mistaking me for another member of the Chamber of Lords. What with the wig and the powder, it wouldn't be the first time.
No, you were definitely the one I saw threatening my mother. I thought... Never mind. It'll come back.
Fuck is this
Would
witch?
you allow me one last
The
question,
hell is this
sir?
sorceress, man?
I don't want to take up all your time.
Please, go ahead. What do you want to know?
Coming from? What is in between? Is there anything else that you could have heard about?
Could my mother have had a problem with someone during her stay here?
No, not at all. Your mother has always been charming company, and everyone got on very well with her.
Not even a servant?
Certainly not.
Everyone gets on well with the famous Sara de Ricci.
This dumb bitch. Yo. Shut the fuck up. Go sit down somewhere. I'm trying to talk. What the hell did I dream a corn flip and get to your head?
Rest in your room.
Do you want me to call someone?
Did I dream a corn get to your head, bitch?
I'd rather not get involved either. Just sit there a moment. It'll pass. She's slowly recovering.
Yeah, that dream a
These
corn will
fits of hers
pass.
are quite worrying to see, but normally there are no consequences.
No consequences.
Son.
Have you seen the state she's in? Can you tell me something about her?
Who is she? What's wrong with her? There we
The
go.
dizzy spell is harmless, but her general condition is frankly alarming. You seem to know her. What is she suffering from?
I
Explain.
don't know exactly, but her father sent her to us in the hope that she would recover all her faculties. It would appear she suffers from episodes of dementia.
Is she aggressive?
Sometimes, but only toward herself. She's never hit out at anyone else, I can assure you of that. She wasn't like that this morning. Something must have upset her.
That's one way to put it. The poor girl is exhausted, but that's not the cause of her problem.
Are you all right, Elizabeth? Do you feel any better?
When did she arrive?
4 days ago.
Okay. My mother had already gone missing.
Fuck you.
She's just regained consciousness and she immediately reaches for her brooch. I don't know exactly what it means to her, but obviously it's got to be something important.
Are you all right, Elizabeth? You gave us quite a fright.
Take it easy, miss.
Let me.
She was probably thinking to
I
take that
just need to
shot.
get back to my room.
Of course, my dear. Go ahead.
You saw it, didn't you?
Pardon me?
I segni della bestia.
Sorry, Your Eminence. I don't speak Italian.
Forget it. Doesn't
Fuck.
Gentlemen, it's getting
Oh, they knew what you said.
It's time for everyone to go to bed. It's been a long day.
Oh, they knew what you said. Fuck. Let me see something. I can't upgrade. Ah. Fuck. I'm telling you, there's something. These niggas is grimy as hell, from they're all dark, from they're all evil, from they're
It's
all
all
evil
the
to
more
me.
delicate.
All of them.
I'll see what I can do, but the case I'm on at the moment might well leave me with very few opportunities.
Lady Gaga looking ass.
Well, I am impressed with all this splendor.
But don't spend too much time with Mr. Washington, my dear, or you'll lose your pretty accent.
Ha ha ha
You seem to
ha.
be intrigued by that statue.
Absolutely. It is remarkable.
Oh, it's naughty to tell lies. Bet my life that you were talking about something totally different from the decoration of the manor.
Fake ass
Find out
laugh.
what? I should have stayed with them. Too bad.
Lord Mortimer is fond of atypical works of art. I won't disguise the fact that I find it all a little megalomaniacal. But I must say, he does have some
Oh,
outstanding
she snaked me. She snaked me out. She snaked the whole situation with my mother.
Young lady with you.
She snaked the whole
Elizabeth
situation
Adams,
out.
Mr. President. She would have liked to have stayed with us, but the poor thing is exhausted.
She snaked the whole situation with my mother out with him too.
Just mentioning Elizabeth totally changed Washington's attitude. Looks like he just saw a ghost.
Miss Adams is here to rest. You have perhaps already come across her in the corridors. She arrived a few days ago.
I perceived her, but we weren't introduced.
Rest assured, she is not here for the same reasons as yourselves. Consequently, I'm counting on your indulgence.
Washington looks surprised, but Holmes doesn't seem to see it. I wonder if he's being polite or if he really doesn't see his discomfort.
On that note, it's very late. You must be exhausted. The servant will accompany you to your room.